You and I, we make this beloved circle whole. So come and join in. We've been waiting for you. Let's begin in love and openness to grow our faith and celebrate, encouraging each other to grow and not pointing fingers. So let's rise in body or in spirit and spiral in. Oksana's going to lead us to open our hearts to each other. Here we go.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, and our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our stories from deep inside, and we listen to love in mind, and we hear our voices in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place.
And now Reverend Sherry is going to light the flame of our faith. And it's so special today because Reverend Sherry has her installation. That means that the congregation, our church community, makes a special ceremony to make it clear that their place in our church life as lead minister is secure and special to us. So here she is.
Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the glories and the mysteries of this great gift.
Today for our caring awareness practice, we're going to be doing DOT-B, which is stop or pause and just be and breathe. Okay, so usually we do this as a mindfulness jar. We'll be doing it with music and movement, so feel free to move however you would like. And when we stop each time, we'll be turning our attention to our body, our breath, or our heart mind. Okay, here we go. Stop. And breathing in and breathing out. While you're being still, look inside your body and see there what's going on and just offer care and love to it. Whether that's pain in your foot or your toe, whether it's feeling hungry, or maybe you have a point in your body that's feeling stretched right now, or you're smelling something. However your body is in the space that you're in, just noticing and offering caring awareness to it. Breathing in And breathing out. Here we go. And stop. Breathing in and breathing out. This time, just notice how you're breathing. That's all. Offer care and awareness of your breath and just follow it into your body and follow it out. Again. And stop. And breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing your heart and your mind. What's happening? What are you feeling in your heart? Maybe you're sad or lonely or excited. Or in your mind, maybe you're thinking about what's going to happen today or what happened before, or daydreaming about something. Just noticing with care and awareness, how am I doing in my heart and mind, and offering a care for that. Breathing in and breathing out. So we offer our love and care for ourselves when we just take a moment to pause and breathe and just be with our bodies, with our breath, and with our hearts and minds. So now Maya is going to be sharing some direct experience of friendship with us to help us understand what's really life-giving. How many of you have ever had somebody say, you're too this, or you're too that, or you should be this, or you should do that? Here she is.
For our moment of inquiry today, I have a question to ask all of you. How can a should be violent? That phrase means, how can someone saying you should do something hurt you? To help you all reflect on this question, I will share an instance the word should has hurt me. When I was younger, I used to be very talkative. I would try to talk to people any chance I got, and no one seemed to mind that. But one day, someone who I thought was my friend said something along the lines of, you should talk less. This hurt me on a deep emotional level because someone who I thought was my friend actually thought of me annoying. This broke our trust, and we never really talked after that incident.
Thank you, Maya. So important to remember that when we should other people, we tell them, you should be this, you should be that. That can be super hurtful for people. It also can take us a long time to heal. And thankfully, Maya was able to move through that to understand that her voice matters. Here's a story from Islam that Victoria is going to share with us about having humility. That means not seeing yourself as all that and being caring and encouraging of each other before telling other people how they should be or what they should be.
The Honorable Joha, Mullah Nasreddin Hoja, and the Tricky Case. Long, long ago, a poor widow came to Mullah Nasreddin's court for advice one day. Having written her name on the list of petitioners, she stood to the side and waited her turn. At last her name was hailed, and she humbly stepped before the mullah. Your Honor, she began, I am poor, with no husband to help me raise my son. My child has addiction to sugar, of which I cannot cure him. Although we have barely enough to eat, there seems to be nothing I can do or say to keep him from squandering our few coins on sweets. I'm here to ask if the court might forbid him to eat any. Mullah Nasreddin stroked his beard, his gaze serious as he contemplated the widow's request. The court must give this problem thorough consideration, replied the mullah. Please come back in a week's time, and inshallah, God willing, we will have a judgment for you. A week later, the widow again placed her name upon the list of petitioners and waited her turn. She led her son to the head of the court when her name was called. "I'm ready for your pronouncement, Your Honor, and I have brought my son so that he may hear it from your own lips." Mullah Nasruddin looked at mother and son and slowly shook his head from side to side. "I'm truly sorry," said the mullah. "This is a difficult case. The court must postpone the pronouncement for another week." A bit confused, but still hopeful, the widow returned home with her son. A week later, and then the week after that, the widow met with the same response from the mullah. But she persisted. A month after her first visit to the mullah, the widow stood before him, anxiously clasping the hand of her son. "And so?" the widow asked. "Do you have an order from my son?" The mullah shifted forward in his chair, leaned towards the boy, and fixed his eyes on him. "Boy," shouted the mullah, "by the authority of this court, you are hereby forbidden to more than a half ounce of sugar a day." The boy cowered. Beaming, the widow knew her problem was solved. She thanked the mullah for his help and began to walk away with her son. But then she stopped, turned to face the mullah again, and asked that he might answer just one more question. "Mullah," she said, "why did you not make that pronouncement weeks ago when I first came to you? Why did you wait so many weeks?" Mullah Nasruddin looked surprised. "I had to cure myself of the same habit, didn't I? How could I have known it would take so long?"
In response to the story today, I'm going to invite us to draw. So have a piece of paper and something to draw with, or you can draw in the air if you'd like. So we're going to be doing a heart, and in that heart, I'm inviting you to draw something that's tricky for you. What is something like this child in the story had that was dealing with sweets? What's something for you that's tricky? It could be that you have a hard time getting off of a game that you're playing. It could be that you struggle with maybe telling people you're sorry when you hurt them. It could be a struggle that you have with communicating with someone when you're angry, or getting ready and up in the morning. Whatever your struggle is, to put it in your heart and to know that other people online here are also doing the same.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our stories from deep inside, and we listen to a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place.
And now let's just pause, and you can share with another person or just reflect inside yourself about how that thing is also something that connects you to other people, because none of us are perfect at every single thing in life, and that we all have things that we can grow in. So share your thing if you feel comfortable, or just sit with it and know that you're not alone.
And the God of our hearts stirs within, and we feel the power of each other's faith, that our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place.
May we remember that we are not alone in the things that are tricky for us. So our story today teaches us all about our principle of acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth, right? The mullah did not force his answer on someone else without first taking accountability for himself, right? Turning inward. And so it teaches us that, first of all, that nobody's perfect in all things, and that it's normal, healthy, and okay for us to continue to grow in ways that we need to, and to get that support. The second thing is that finger pointing and telling other people how they should be or what they should do is not very encouraging, right? Just like in Maya's story, that kind of atmosphere, or that kind of putting that energy out into the world, is not healing for the world. That it's actually better for us to take account of what is true for us and know that other people have their own struggles, and that encouraging them is the best way to help them to grow, right? Not telling them how they should be. When we take accountability for the tricky things in us and we try to work on them, can also help support someone else's work on the things that they want to grow in. So in that way, that's why when we are together in UU community, we know that other people are struggling and working on growing in ways that is best for them. But we also know in ourselves that it's possible, right? And that gives us strength and encourages us in our hearts. For our witness today, our green group had a tricky case of its own, and that was that they really wanted to reduce the paper bag use that people have in the stores right now. And so they thought, well, maybe we could ask the stores if we could hand out reusable bags outside the stores. No, our local stores don't allow that. Even if we purchased their reusable bags, we couldn't stand outside and give them out to people. So our green group decided, well, what if we bought some bags, some canvas bags, and we put them at the bus stops near where the stores are, so that if people get off the bus and they're going shopping, they could easily pick up a bag and use it. So that's what they did. And so if you see these chalice bags around town, you know exactly where they came from. Nice job, green group. Big love for the earth. One of the big jobs of a minister is to encourage people to grow in their spirit and to be accepting and loving, right? And so Reverend Sherry is going to be leading our responsive affirmation, and Josh is going to be leading the response, which is, may we encourage the secret struggle of every person. Let's say that together.
May we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
Forgive us that we often forgive ourselves so easily and others so hardly.
May we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
Forgive us that we expect perfection from those to whom we show none.
May we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
Forgive us for repelling people by the way we set a good example.
May we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
Forgive us the folly of trying to improve a friend.
May we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
Forbid that we should use our little idea of goodness as a spear to wound those who are different.
May we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
forbid that we should feel superior to others when we are only more shielded.
May we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
And may we encourage the secret struggle of every person.
So much love from church and so much encouragement in your heart to be all you can be and to love all those around you in that way. Bye for now.
'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in a place just right, we'll be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we won't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight. By turning, we come round right. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, we'll be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we won't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight. Till by turning, we come round.